Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited about doing Jumanji, and the movie is starring Robert Williams in the movie. He plays the role as Ellen in the movie. And in the movie, to give us quick summary of the movie, his parents was rich and they owned a shoe company called Parish Shoe Company. And when he was younger, he used to get picked on. And one day he had found a game, like it was a little outside his daddy's shops, the shoe shop. And he found the game, and the game was called Jumanji. And he took the game home with him. And he had an argument with his father in the movie. When he had this argument with his father, they left him, the mother and the father left him by himself, and he was packing up his stuff because he said he was going to run away because him and his father wasn't getting along, because I guess because his father worked a lot and his father owned a shoe company. So the mom and the dad went on a date. When they went on a date, he invited his friend over, Sarah, and well, she came over to return something to him. And when she returned it to him, he invited her in or something like that, and they started playing the Jumanji game. And when they started playing the game, they really didn't know too much about the game, but when they started playing it, it would give them little hints what was coming. And most all the things that will come out of the games were like different animals and different stuff like that. Well, the game, he had went to the jungle and he got sucked in the game, and that's what happened. And his friend Sarah, she had ran from it. She didn't roll the dice because I think they had to complete the game, and that made him go into the game. And when that made him go into the game, he was stuck there for like 26 years. And then his family, they thought he had ran away. So his father had ended up selling the business, the Paris Shoe Company business. He also had like people working there that like David Allen Greer was one of the people that worked at the shop, and he was showing the little boy before he had got jumped, like some shoes for the future, and they end up going tearing up at the factory because they made shoes there. But anyway, when his the little girl that played the game with him, Sarah, she just left, and he got sucked into the game. She ended up having to get counseling and different things like that. So she left him. She wasn't right, so she ended up just not playing the game. But if she would have rolled the dice, he could have probably came out of the game. But he was stuck in the game, and then his family, his mom and dad thought that like he ran away, so they closed down the shoe shop, and like they end up passing away in the movie. But 26 years later, this little boy and the little girls, Judy and Peter, end up playing the game 26 years later. And that's when they rolled the dice. Well, the little boy had found the game, and I think he the one who rolled the dice where Ellen can come out of the game. He came out of there, like different people, different animals from the jungle, different things from the jungle would come out of the game. But they end up buying the house that he used to stay in. With their parents had died too. The little boy, Judy, and her brother Peter. So the auntie brought the house that he used to stay in. The little boy used to stay in. Ellen used to stay in. That was stuck in the game. But like I said, 26 years later, he was able to get out of the game. And when he was able to get out of the game, because they played the game, so that made him have to go look for Sarah. When he got out of the game, him and the two children's, he was still dressed up as like somebody in the jungle, and that made him and the kids have to go look for Sarah, and they went looking for her. And when she saw him, she had kind of passed out, and but they end up playing the game. But the good thing about it, they completed the game, and that's all they had to do in the first place. So when they completed the game, everything went back to normal. He was able to relive his life with his parents and everything. He was able to make up with his dad. It put him back into the situation that he was in when he completed the game. So when he didn't complete the game in the beginning, that put him in the jungle. But once 26 years later, otherwise he had like a second chance with life. Ellen did, and he was able, like I said, to make it right with his parents. And him and Sarah end up like she was pregnant, and then they end up seeing the kids again. The ones that played the game, they end up seeing them again. But it was like through one of their partners that worked with them. So if I had to rate this movie, I would give it 5 stars. I really like the adventure of this movie, how they was also 20 also Chris Van Allsburg did a children's book on this movie Jumanji. It's a 32-page book, and it was published in 1981. So if people want to check that out, they could check that out about this movie. It also has a book, and also you can probably check Target for the game, because I looked it up and they said they may have some at Target. So you could do that for the help support it. I think it's a book you could check to support this that I was just talking about. And they also have the game board that you can, I probably do another one, maybe, I don't know, on the game board, if I could find the game board on Jumanji. But I know when I looked it up, it said it's probably have one at Target, and it may have some on Amazon. And you could also, other ways you could support the movie, different ways if you like to support it by renting the movie. It's all different kinds of ways. You could buy it in different forms. You can buy it on DVD, or you could watch it. So it's different ways that you could support this. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.